Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tennessee's offense. Swing of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Grace, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the ball's in the hurry-up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. He unleashes a long one. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. It's complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite play.
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just the kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans would really appreciate that when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
Right back to it. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's got it. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running behind that left side. At the 35, he's got room. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Well, on that 4th down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the...
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Costa. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He wants to go deep. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, no!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can... Good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Give to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
It's complete. Touchdown, Florida State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Don't try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got it set up on the outside. Running through contact. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
He fires one deep down the right side.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Through the air, it's Kennedy. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
A wide receiver, number 14 on the field.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Tennessee, 14.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Going to the run to start this second half. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. To the air, it's Parrish. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Noles! And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got his man downfield. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up. longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Getting some heat. He fires to the left side. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st down from the 11. From the gun, the ground game. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back score. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
At the 15-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Keeps the legs moving. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense, but now they got a manageable situation.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going.
And they got him for the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give to the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown Seminoles. And the pummeling has started. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt. It does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
66, Tennessee, 28.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And here comes the offense on second down. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll throw it on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon every single team.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to the air one more time. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The lone back's got it. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.